as I mentioned, I got a 2026 Hyundai Ionic SEL all-wheel drive, and it comes with all this stuff. So let's take a brief look at these various things and even open packages like this up, because it's pretty impressive. And I've only had the car for a couple of days. I haven't charged it yet, and the home charging cable isn't here. So I need to get this out and figure out how to get this thing charging, because, you know, this is my first electric vehicle. So in the back, I guess the trunk hatch, I think this is a license plate bracket. Put that off to the side. We have a first aid kit. So let's see what's in there. Well, this is very nicely done. These are absolutely jam-packed. These aren't like little $5 kits. Wow, I'm not going to go through absolutely everything that's in here, because it's just insane. There's probably 50 different little packages of stuff in here. Wow. CPR face shield. I mean, it's amazing. What's this? Insect repellent. I mean, they think of absolutely everything. Sting relief pad. Obviously, you know, bandages. It's incredible. Gauze. There's Band-Aids in there. Wow, it's amazing. So here's a listing, I guess. Well, they even give you a first aid guide. So here's a list. I assume this list is complete, but this is what it says it has in there. So that's a lot. Hope you never have to use it, of course. So many things. So nicely done. What can I say? Hyundai's really come a long way since the 1980s, when I first saw their vehicles hit the U.S. shores. Let's see, we have, what does it call this? Roadside Assistance Kit. Maybe you can get it open, maybe you can't. All right. Getting there. Wow. Okay. So you've got, oh, this is just amazing. I mean, the amount of stuff that they have in here. Okay, so here, I'm just going to show you the listing of it. I'm really impressed by this. I mean, I'm impressed by the vehicle too, obviously. That should be a full list of everything that's in there. That's unbelievable. Bungee cable, microfibers. Oh, a little flashlight you squeeze, it lights up. You even get a Phillips screwdriver, zip ties. It would take me forever to actually go through all this. Okay, you'll just have to believe me that this is very well packed, and it's stuffed all the way to the top. Black tape, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just stuck all the way down. Oh, of course, hey, jumper cables. Okay, it's like a nice set of jumper cables and other screwdrivers. How am I ever going to get this stuff back in here? Yeah, it's just insane what they put in here. Really nice. And like I said, this just kind of comes with the vehicle. I mean, that's just somewhat of a standard feature. I mean, I understand that on the window sticker it lists it out separately with the price, but that seems to be just typically what you get, whether you wanted it or not, I suppose. Here, roadside assistance kit. All right, that's fantastic. This is the severe weather kit. So I guess if you get caught in severe weather and you figure you need to, you know, bust this kit open for some emergency supplies. Yeah, and this is packed and jammed. Let's see, does it have a little, oh, potable drinking water. Okay, water in a bag. And there's 3 bags of this, of emergency water. You have gloves, grippy gloves. Okay, not heated gloves, just grippy gloves. But you have this Hot Hands hand warmer to use with your gloves. Matches. I wonder if they have a listing somewhere. Ah, here we go. Listing of what's in here for severe weather. Get a little ice scraper. This thing is just absolutely chock full. Oh, I found skin lotion. Emergency skin lotion. So here's the full list for the severe weather kit. Here's that. That's a lot. I mean, what would it cost to get all this stuff separately? My guess is quite a bit. Okay. Now you get a tire mobility kit. Because there's no spare. There's not even one, there's not even a little donut or anything like that. So let's see, you get a air compressor. I'll have to use that maybe at some point in time just to show if it works. And let's see, what do we have here? Something to repair a tire. A big, I don't know. Maximum pressure, 116 psi. Yeah, tire repair kit. It's a tire sealant, and there appears to be a lot in there. Anyway, I'll show you what that looks like. If I can figure out. Yeah, here we go. Dunlop Tech tire repair kit. So let's see if I can get that to focus. And that's a lot. So here, after you repair the tire, don't go faster than that, apparently. And that's about it. That's nice. I wonder if this is battery operated, meaning self-contained batteries, or do you plug it in through your cigarette lighter? I'm looking. Looks like it's probably a cigarette lighter. I would hope. So that's cool. That's kind of cool. Yeah, because no more spare tires anymore. We just don't do that. Not in today's most modern vehicles, I suppose. Now let's see, everything else we have, I want to take a peek at, will help me get my wife's new Ionic charging. So let's move this stuff out of the way and see what we have. All right. This doesn't say anything one way or the other. All right. Ampere Go Gen 2 Portable Level 2 EV cord set. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. Well, here, let me take these out. So it looks like we have a bunch of adapters. Okay, so obviously this looks like the main Ampere plug. It's going to go in to the car charging port, and then this is an adapter that's going to plug into something in your home, and you have these 4 adapters. So let's see, let's take these out of the packaging and see what we have. All right, so that looks like a typical 240 adapter. Here is a 120 adapter. I'm going to group these, and you'll see why in a minute. Here's another 120 adapter, and then here's the final 240 adapter. Yeah, there. So I hope you can see all that. So what's the difference? Like here's a couple of 240 adapters. So why would they give you two? What, in case you lose one or something, or one blows up? Well, I'll show you what the difference is. So if you're going to be using 240, you know, level 2, that kind of deal, you see one of them is good for up to 24 amps, and then the other one is good for up to 16 amps. So your charging speed will depend on which adapter you plug in to this conversion box. So if you happen to get one of these vehicles and you're just not too familiar with what the difference is with speeds, and you're going, oh, I don't know if I'm getting the maximum speed. This is a 16 amp, and that's a 24 amp for 240. Okay, so I'm not actually. I was thinking about setting up because I can wire up a 240 fairly easily. It's not a big deal, and I can get even a level 2 type of adapter from Amazon fairly cheaply. But I didn't decide to actually do anything with these because we drive so few miles that I don't care if the car needs to charge overnight. It's just not a big deal. So the battery efficiency is good enough that an overnight charge for me takes us as far as where we need to go. But the question is, how fast can I charge? So here's a 2 wall outlets, 120 standard wall outlet we have in our garage, and I will have a choice of choosing between a 12 amp, which will be like, say, 1.44 kilowatt hours, 1.44 kilowatts, and then if you let it go for an hour, that would be 1.44 kilowatt hours, or an 8 amp. So this is probably for a circuit that's already fairly heavily loaded, like you're plugging it into a 15 amp circuit and you've got a bunch of other stuff plugged into it. I don't have anything else plugged into a dedicated 15 amp circuit in my garage, so I can use this. So that'll be fine. So that's all I really wanted to show you, was all the extras that our particular vehicle came with. So I'm going to choose, here's the 12 amp. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug this in here, and I'm sure it's got to have a direction, I would imagine. So it's got a key pin. All right, it's pinned. So it's going to go in like this. Click. All right, that's it. And then I'm going to plug this in, and it's just going to hang from the wall. And of course, this will plug directly into the charge port on the car. So let's see how that works. And I hope this cord is long enough. Let's see, do we have enough cable? Now, obviously, I can move the car because the wrong car is sitting right here right now. All right. Ooh, and we have some lightage. Okay, great. So it's doing whatever it is it's doing there. Okay, blue, nice. All right, so I assume that means it approves of 12 amps. So here I come around in the most awkward way possible at the moment. Come out here. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Yeah. And luckily enough, I think we got enough cable. There we go. So the car just unlocked itself. There we are. All right, so let's see if this works. Never charged an electric car before in my entire life. So let's see. I plug it in. It's in. Anything interesting happening?
Charging started.
Oh yeah, baby. So, yeah, nice. And now the car locked. Okay, wonderful. Now we're charging. Now I wonder what is on the dash. So let's see. Yep. So There's a bunch of stuff on the dash. You're not going to probably be able to see it through the window here. Let me grab that. Now I realize I can probably unlock and go in the car, but this is more fun. Let's see. Let me kill that. There we go. So yeah, I know it's a slow charge. 29 hours, 50 minutes. And there's the ranges and whatever else. I know it says 64%. You probably can't see that. And then, okay, that goes off. Wonderful. All right, so now we just leave it alone for, I don't know, how about a day, something like that. Yes, I know it's nice and slow, but that's okay for us because we're nice and slow.